Why niggas look mad? Let's be happy I'm free. Busters. Yo, welcome back to the Homies Tribune. It's me, Mike Gam, as your host, talking to the homies. If it's your first time tuning in, if you have tuned in, then you already know the show wouldn't be right without the infamous red cup, okay? Don't worry about what's in my cup. It's my cup, okay? Listen, we gonna go on and jump right on into this thing, all right? I got some shit to talk about today. You dig? And it's real brief, but it's more of an education. It's educational, okay? Um, I was having a talk with my nephew, and I think I said it on the previous shows, but me doing that 92 dream team and doing the 2024 team, it made it come back up. And it's so funny because so many people, my nephew told me that it's a thing that they want to get rid of the 90s. It's somebody that talk on the 90s. Let's get into it. Like they want to get rid of the 90s, like they sick of the 90s, right? And the reality of is this: you get rid of the 90s, this era will be fucking lost. Listen, lost. Listen, I hate to break the news to you guys. What this era is good for, you guys get information quicker. But it's funny because no one's doing no research, and you guys got this little thing right here. You got a thing called Google on here that will give you information, and you can look it up quick, opposed to having to go to the encyclopedia and look up, where's H for history. Listen, the 90s is the base. You understand what I'm saying? Of what you guys are doing now in today's era. You don't believe me? This just go through it. I just mean entertainment type really in so many other ways, but we just gonna speak on entertainment, right? How you guys want to do it, man? You want to go sports? Okay, you want to go, let's go basketball. Our GOAT, your go-to is still Jordan. 90s. Okay. It's gonna be some people in the comments arguing. No, LeBron's the GOAT. Okay, great. I really don't. I still would count those people as damn near 90s. And the reason why I will count those people as the 90s, anybody that came in the early 2000s, your heroes are the people that's from the 90s. You did your game, whatever you got cracking, the 90s was your influence. This era just don't know it. This is why it's the base. Okay, let's take Jordan. Let's say you are saying LeBron is your GOAT, right? Tell me another class, and I mean draft class, that's better than the 96. I'll wait. It's been, listen, they do it every year. Listen, they do it every year, and I'm talking basketball. They do it every year. Every year, right? So to say what? The last of the, we'll just say the last of the 90s was 99, right? So you got 2000 all the way to 2024. That's 25. That's 25 different draft class. Give me one that's better than 96. I'll wait. Go first before you even say something. Go get this little thing right here. Go to Google and do your information first. Go do that first. Go do that first. How you want to go? Listen, even rap. Listen, contrary to belief, right now in y'all era, Jay-Z is still the GOAT. Why? Because people still want to modern their game, their their lifestyle. The goal is to get like Jay. That's the goal. When you're the mold, you're the GOAT. It's not even debatable. It's not even debatable. In y'all era, listen, take the best rappers from the 90s. They can make a hit song in this era today. Listen, in this era today. Mm-hmm. 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 Go listen. Go. If New York is the mecca of rap, go look at New York rap right now. It was a point in time. It was a golden era for it. New York had a golden era right there in that 90s. The 90s is the base of it, you guys. Listen, stop playing. Jay is the GOAT. If he ain't your GOAT, okay, we're going to Pac. It's 90s. How y'all want to do this shit? You want to go R&B? 90s, they singing and dancing. Listen, Beyonce is still the GOAT. How you guys want to? You want to go males? Usher is still the GOAT. Somebody might no Chris. Who you think he got his? Who you think he molded his game around? Huh? I think people have this concept in their head that it's just like the 90s was super long ago. Yes, it was, but it wasn't. It's not like, and I'm gonna bring it back to, of course, back to the sports. It's how can I'm trying to find a way to really put this for you. People had this thing in their head, even when we talk about when I talked about the 92 versus the 2024 team. People have in their head that the game has just changed and evolved so much. They just shooting threes more. They're playing less defense though. Don't defense win championships? Let me know when I'm lying. Please. Please tell me this is not something I came up with. If you play the game, you know this. If you have played the game, this is what it is. So when we say the 92 team could definitely beat this 2024 team, it's a different era. They shoot way more threes. And guess what they'd do if they was playing in today's era? They would just shoot more threes. It's the base, you guys. You want to go fashion? Guess what's going on today in fashion? Baggy clothes, big ass shoes. Guess take a wild guess before you even open your mouth. Where did it come from? 90s. 90s. Big shirts, big pants, big shoes, big platform ass shoes. I'll give it that a little bit to the 70s, but all I'm saying is that people think the 90s was super long. It was, but it wasn't, because it's so relevant today. Like again, you take a D1. Listen, you take the hottest. You take the top 5, top 10 high school basketball player, baseball as well, however you want, any little sport, right? Whoever from that little 90s class could come and fuck with them. Today, listen, today, in that era of the 90s, when somebody was a number 1 prospect, it meant something. He's going to show you why he's the number 1 prospect. They're going to show you why they're top 10 prospect. Today's it's a lot of the basics that that these kids are missing. And I hate to really tell you guys, this era of basketball is really polarized, but the reality of it is it fucked up the game as well. Because you will see a kid now and today, a kid, we ain't talking about Steph, we talking about a kid. I'm talking about when 8, 12, they stop and try to pull 3 before they got a wide open layup. They mid game is terrible. The midi is everything. I think people get this like, oh man, the 3 is just so Oh my God. It's cool. We're not knocking that. It's cool. But all I'm saying is it's not much of a like, okay, I think people think the 90s and they think they really in their head, they thinking like 70s. Like, yeah, the sky hook. Why is Shaq still the most dominant center we have ever seen? Why is he one of the most dominant centers we ever seen? He comes in the 90s, you guys. Come on, let's be real. Even when you talking GOAT, even if LeBron is your GOAT, right? Hypothetically speaking, if he is your GOAT, who's in it? Who's in that category with him? A bunch of 90s players. Come on. This keep it listen, let's keep it a buck in this thing, man. Let's keep it a buck in this thing. The 90s is your base to get it's the foundation. It's the foundation. Like, you know how you go see a home before it's done? I'm talking about when they just put it up, like the, you know what I'm saying? Like the wood and everything, and it's standing on a base. That's the 90s of this era. The only thing you guys got on the 90s is this right here. The information is faster. Listen, the information is faster. That and you guys are not even using that correctly because you guys won't go do no research and see what's really cracking. I didn't broke look even in boxing. Let's be real. Floyd, he made his reign in the 2000s, but the reality he comes in the 90s. Floyd is retired from boxing, and he's still talked about today in today's era. Listen, he's still talked about in today's era. They say if you, oh man, Gervonta is the guess who brought you Gervonta? Just take a wild guess before you even hop in the comments. Just take a wild guess. I had to do this video because anytime we start talking, when we talk the 90s versus today, they act like the 90s is the 70s, where we're doing a sky hook, or we trying to no. Go look at Jordan dunks. His dunks is still relevant today. If he did that dunking today, it'll still get the oohs and ahs, you guys. Guess what? The crossover was listen. If AI still cross somebody, it would still get the oohs and ahs today. Today. Listen, today. Y'all think it's an outdated type of air. Get the fuck out of here. It's not. I hate to tell you guys that. It's not. Listen, I didn't broke this thing down for you in boxing. I didn't broke it down for you in basketball. I didn't broke it down all the way to the fashion, you guys. I done brought it down to the R&B singing. I don't even want to get into the rock. Listen, 90s the most polarized era there is, man. I hate to tell you guys that. I hate to tell you guys that. And don't get it twisted. I'm not even from that era. I'm really in the 50s. Yeah, I just look like this. Before you hop all in the comments. You dig what I'm saying? Listen, go do your homework before you even hop in the comments, though. Do your homework on. Tell me one lie that I have told you. Is Floyd Mayweather not as talked about as or top 5 boxers talked about today? The guy's been retired. Floyd got people coming from the MMA to come fight boxing. That's Floyd. Floyd brought you Gervonta. Is Shaq not still one of the best centers today? Today. Listen, today, most dominant big men there has been. I think people get it twisted when we talk 90s. They think if we talking of, Kareem, Wilt, Cousy. No. The players we talking about, they will still come be dominant in today's era. People act like I lost my mind saying the 92 team could beat this team in 2024. They shoot more threes. They play defense. What we talking about here? What are we really talking about here, bro? even your fashion. Come on, man. Go do your homework before you hop in these comments. Listen, hop in the comments before you hop in there, though. Do your homework. Is 90s not the most polarized era there is? I'm just saying, is the 96 draft class still not the best draft class there is? Somebody might argue LeBron era. Like I said, I still count that damn near up in the 90s. Why? Because all of them have modeled their game around them. Let's be real. Keep it 1,000. Come on. Come on. Even if we talking had the most effect on the game or made a big impact. Allen Iverson out, he's not in there? Just on the culture of the game? Really? Come on, man. Listen. Like, comment, subscribe. Please get in these comments and let me know your thoughts. I'm just trying to give y'all some game, but I ain't trying to change nobody's opinion. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm all ears. I'm all ears. Let me know. Get in the comments. The Homies Tribune, man. Me, Mike Gam. I'm signing off with the infamous red cup. You did what I'm saying. Peace.